Good afternoon. This is Sam on for Sam Sports Report. College football begins tomorrow. The Kansas Jayhawks will play West Virginia. Both teams 2-1. Kansas is the favorite over West Virginia. Kansas is a 13.5 favorite. The money line is heavily favored to Kansas, obviously. Action favors Kansas by 13 points or better. Fox Sports predicts Kansas will win 28-20. They do pick the cover for West Virginia. Winners also expect Kansas to cover, putting out the more balanced offense. Some analysts believe West Virginia keeps it close enough to cover the spread, obviously. Kansas is the favorite. The data headlines suggest they'll win, likely double digits. However, West Virginia could make it competitive. If Kansas slips up, West Virginia needs to control the running game and the clock. I'll pick Kansas 35-24. Kansas State gets a much-needed bye after falling to Kansas Iowa State, who looks good, who is undefeated. The Cats also, they'll fall to Army and play North Dakota down to the wire, and that's something you don't want to do against a D1 AA school. Against Mizzou gets a good one against South Carolina. The Gamecocks, South Carolina lost to Vanderbilt Commodores last weekend in a blowout. They do play in Missouri. Missouri is set to host. I'm picking the Tigers 30-23. Here's more from ChatGPT. Missouri is favored by 9.5. Over under 48.5. About 47.5 depending on Sportsbook. Some play spread as high as 10.5. Missouri off to a strong start this season at 3-0. South Carolina is coming off a Vanderbilt loss to their quarterback, reportedly injured and questionable. Predictions trends Missouri favored and likely to cover spread. Some believe the game is too closer if South Carolina stays competitive. Many lead towards South Carolina points, especially if South Carolina's quarterback struggles without their injured quarterback. My prediction, Missouri wins 30-23. The ChatGPT is 30-24. Spread is more likely to cover is 9.5 to 10 points. Total points is 48.5. This game kicks at 6. Utah will play Texas Tech. Both teams 3-0. Saturday, Salt Lake City. Utah, Devin Dampers has been sharp as a 73% completion and no INTs. And that's Utah, who averages 45 points with a strong run game. Texas Tech quarterback Breon Morton leads a fast offense, but their wins come against weaker opponents. Key matchups: Texas Tech passing attack, Utah secondary. Utah's balanced home edge favorites by 3, but expect a closer game. Kick is at 11. Auburn, November 22nd, visits Oklahoma. Oklahoma 3-0, number 11 in Norman. The Sooners are favored by 6.5 to 7, 48.5 points. Auburn runs with Jeremiah Cobb, but their pass defense is shaky. Oklahoma quarterback Joe Matera is a dual threat. Mateer is a dual threat quarterback and more balanced offense. Home field favors the Sooners. Prediction: Oklahoma by a touchdown, something like that, 30-20. Give me the Sooners 31-20. Kickoff is at 2:30. Rest of the top 25 games. Tennessee will host UVA at 11:45. Oregon will play, number 6 will play 0-3 Oregon State, number 2 o'clock Big Ten Network. Florida State will play Kent State, 2:30 ACC Network. We said the good one, Auburn and Oklahoma, 2:30 ABC. Tulane and Ole Miss, 2:30 ESPN. Michigan, Nebraska, 2:30 CBS Paramount. Prude, Notre Dame, Purdue, Notre Dame is off to a rough start at 0-2 and 2-1. Here's a quick preview of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Purdue Boilermakers. Notre Dame is a strong offensive passing game. Defensive front looking to attack their quarterback, running back, both contributing. Purdue knows that big plays, passing game defense can be inconsistent, which Notre Dame expects. Key matchup: Notre Dame offensive line, Purdue's pass rush. Who wins here could be a deciding game. Prediction: Notre Dame favored this matchup. Purdue passing attack keeps it close. Notre Dame's quarterback is C.J. Carr, and Purdue's quarterback is Ryan Bowe. Now we move on, and that game kicks at 2:30. Now we move on to the rest of the games. Georgia Tech will play Temple. That game kicks at 3:30. Unranked Florida, 1-2, who is supposed to be good. 3-0 Miami, 6:30 ABC. Number 19 Indiana plays number 9 Illinois. A short preview of that game. The Illinois Fighting Illini will play number 3 Indiana Hoosiers. A highly anticipated Big Ten game opener September 20th in Memorial Stadium, Indiana. Both teams are currently under the radar. Both teams are 3-0. Key matchups. Players to watch: Luka Mata and Ben Efficient, completing his passes for 709, 800 yards without turnovers. Indiana Freeland, Mendozor has similarly impressive, counting touchdowns in last game. Defensive strengths: Illinois boost defense, allowing 0.69 points per drive. Nationally 6th in the offense, ranking 2nd in finishing drives, but surrendering 2.00 points per scoring opportunity. Injury impact: Illinois stands at cornerback Xavier Scott is likely to be out due to a right foot injury. Could impact pass defense. Betting odds: spread it to 6.5, over under 52.5. Money line minus 238. Illinois plus 195. Despite the strong showing, Indiana has a balanced offensive home field advantage, making them seem like favorites. However, Illinois resistance, explosive plays make it. Hank Betty and linebacker Gabe keep it close. This matchup is expected to be a thrilling contest. Playoff implication: I'll take Indiana 24-20. Now we get to more of the top 25 games. Vanderbilt will play Georgia State, number 20, ESPNU. Vanderbilt is undefeated. LSU Southeastern Louisiana. LSU is 3-0 and hosts 2-1, 645. Texas and Sam Houston State. Texas is 2-1. Sam Houston State is 0-3, 7 p.m. And USC and Michigan State. USC is 3-0. Michigan State is also 3-0, but expect USC to win. Game time, 10 o'clock on Fox from USC. That's Sam Vaughn Sports, and that's all Central Times.